Francisco 49ers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. A quick throw caught out wide by Bourne. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
First carry for Raheem Mostert.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On play action, Wentz. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Charlie Warner, the tight end, the intended target.
But it'll be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, Mostert.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 brings up 3rd and 5.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And complete to Zach Ertz. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
From the 17, Murray. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll try to run this
this one in. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
49ers, nothing. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he stopped immediately there. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
4th down.
Keep coming, baby. Keep coming. Keep on coming.
On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call a sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Shotgun now for Wentz. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
31. Fred Warner in on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. 49ers nothing.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Down at the 33.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Down.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st down, Cardinals.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Murray off play action. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Here's Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And to give this time to the tailback. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Arizona.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray rolling to his right. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
2 yards.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw is Murray. Flush. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The 40. The 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Goal done for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Kickoff for San Francisco.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Now this time, Wentz will throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Mostert. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped at his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Mostert. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
48 for Mike. It's a party now. Mike, 48. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
58
On 2nd and goal. Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll run with Mostert. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
No gain.
This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different?
True.
You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Going quickly out to the right side. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 10.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown, so 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down and 4, Murray. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford.
Murray's pass.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
1st down, Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Play fake. Murray. They'll roll him out right. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Number 31.
A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Room here to run. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Robbie Gould lining up for the point after.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play. Big-time result.
Boy, a potential game changer there here in the 4th quarter to kick that out of bounds, and now they get great field position at the 40 in a tie ball game. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Jimmy Ward.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
31.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And to give this time to the tailback. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Throwing is Wentz. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And that'll be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
That's out to the left and complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Mostert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Mostert, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
1 and 9.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert, and he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. So a big hit coming for Robbie Gould. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. The kick by Gold is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Murray. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Rico Gafford, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Murray to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Flushed out right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there in overtime. 46 yards.
Arizona.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now they try the right side here. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Escaping the pressure right. And he connects with Ertz. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Now a second down and 6. Murray now. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Javon Kinlaw, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Third down. Third and long.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. Third and long. From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
49ers.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
What can Wentz do now with his drive? Looking deep downfield. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish.